Gamesweasel.com. Review.
You may or may not be aware that Knight's Journey of Dreams on the Wii is inspired by a game that came out on the Sega Saturn 10 years ago called NiGHTS. Some of you may think it's a brand new idea, and to be honest, I had never heard of it before. The original was like Sonic, only with your main character NiGHTS, who looks a little bit like a purple flying jester, flying around the levels through rings, collecting blue orbs and circling bad guys instead of running over the land as quick as he can. In this new version on the Wii, you, wait for it, fly around the levels through rings, collect blue orbs and circle around bad guys. You also get to do a bit of running about as a boy and a girl as you explore their dream world and try to rid it of the evil nightmareans. Controls are very simple. Now what Sega want you to do is point the Wii remote at the screen and move a cursor around the screen in the direction you want NiGHTS to fly. What you actually should do is throw the remote away and use the nunchuck controller to control him directly. Or better still, use the GameCube controller on this game, because that's the best of the bunch. The Wii remote on this game is absolutely useless. It's like trying to write with your left hand if you're right-handed. Use a normal controller and you can control NiGHTS a lot better and have at least some fun whilst playing the game. It may look 3D, but the flying sections play a bit like Pandemonium, with the 3D levels rotating round as you fly from left to right and so on. The problem is, just using one analog stick to control the flying fella is a bit too simple, and made me almost as bored as a standard chicken in Hugh Fernie-Whittingstall's chicken experiment last week. Also, if you have to restart a level, you have to go all the way back to the beginning and sit through the unskippable cutscenes again, nice as they are. This brings me nicely to the graphics. The cutscenes do look lovely, but when in the main game it does look like a Dreamcast game. I know the Wii can do better graphics than this and have a more responsive Wii remote. Super Mario Galaxy, anyone? To be absolutely frank, I'm disappointed with this game. It looked good when I saw the footage, but it's just not that much fun to play. In essence, it feels like a 2D platformer wrapped up in a 3D engine, and it's quite frustrating to play. Having said that, some gamers will get some pleasure out of it, but in my mind, this was better off left in the past 10 years ago and not dragged kicking and screaming, or flying as you will, into 2008. NiGHTS Journey of Dreams needs to wake up, and so gets an average 5 out of 10. You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com.